Hi, people. Welcome back to Normski TV and the last match reaction for the 24-25 season. Excuse the squeaky chair. Big up to everybody, please. When you finish listening to this, um, called in a live match reaction, or so I say live match reaction, not a live match reaction, it's a pre-recorded match reaction, but you know how it goes, people. We're going to talk about the game. Arsenal win the game away to Southampton 2-1. 2-1 to Arsenal, and that's our season done. But first of all, just before we go into the match reaction, want to big up. And if I happen to get up, yeah, because I've got some Chinese coming, you know what I mean? So if you see me disappear, the door is knocking, you get me, yeah? So I'm not professional. So you hear, you know how it goes, people. But listen, let's congratulate Arsenal women winning the Champions League against all odds. Second time against Barcelona. Who would have thought? Fantastic, brilliant, absolutely. To the manager, to the players. This guy, what's this face? What face is this woman in? What phase is this woman manager in? Yeah, what phase is she in? People, well done to Arsenal women. At least we have something to cheer about. And listen, have we got much to cheer about this season with Arsenal? Yes, we may have got to a semi-final. We come second, 10 points behind Liverpool. We won 20 Premier League wins. Arsenal tweeting that out. Whilst Liverpool are lifting their 20th title. I'd love to be in Liverpool's place. I'll tell you that now. I'm not winning 20 games this season. Yeah. And yeah, this is what the season has been, guys. We haven't been good enough. We've regressed in terms of our league position. Some people will look at this and say this is a 7, 8 out of 10 season. For me, 3 out of 10 season, if that. You know, the excuses that we've been hearing week in, week out, yeah, not for me. Not for me. Every team gets injuries and gets injuries at different times. And you've got to understand that we have had the third or fourth highest injury this season. Last season, we didn't have no injuries, barring maybe a couple, but we still didn't get it over the line. This year, we haven't got it over the line. And Mikel Arteta, as the saying, basically, we need to squeeze it out of them for next season. We go again next season. We get those lemons and we squeeze it out of them. Our top goal scorer this season is Havertz with 9 goals. 9 goals. And somebody in the press conference that did say to him that it's been near 100 years, nearly 100 years since nobody in the team has gone into double figures. That is crazy. And as a matter of fact, before I actually go into the team news, I've got the stats here. And our highest goal scorer, as I said, is 9 goals. Kai Havertz, followed by Martinelli on 8 goals. Trossard on 8, Moreno on 7, the IT solution, Saka on 6, Declan Rice on 4, Thomas Partey on 4, Ethan Nwaneri on 4, Gabriel Jesus on 3, Gabriel Mangalese on 3, Martin Odegaard on 3, William Saliba on 2, Calafiori on 2, Kieran Tierney on 1, Uran Timber on 1, Jakob Kivior on 1, and Miles Lewis Skelly on 1. So this has shown here that nobody has gone into double figures this season. First time in nearly 100 years, if not. So, guys, yeah, it might be the system. I don't know. People are going to blame the injuries and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, I would put it down to the style of play and something that Arteta really needs to address next season. We know he's going to be here next season, even though I want him out. We know he's going to be here next season. And if we get in the players that we need to get in, then you need to change your style of play, because all that will happen is that we will be seeing the same thing and saying the same thing. We'll be back here next year saying the same thing. Why are we playing like this? Why are we playing pragmatic football? We need to go out there like we did in 22-23 season, even though we bottled it. If we get better players in and Burton needs to do his stuff, we go out there and try and win a trophy and then get that winning mentality. But that's my little rant, as we call it, over. And we go into the team news. And just saying, Southampton, you're obviously relegated. 30 league games lost, only 2 league wins. Terrible. 12 points. Absolutely terrible. They go back down. They get their parachute payment, and they go and play their local derby against Portsmouth or wherever. But listen, it is what it is. We got it could have been a 1-1 draw. That would have been our 50th draw for the season, I believe. But Martin Odegaard, our captain, steps up and gets that goal. But listen, let's look at the team news. So Raya in goal, he did make some changes. And last game of the season, we decide that he's going to bring Ethan Remneri into the side. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought he was playing a 4-3-3, but he's obviously left it for the last game of the season to change it up to play a 4-2-3-1, where you have in the back four. Sorry, you've got Ben White on the right side, because I thought Ben White wasn't available, and I saw Thomas Partey at right back, but no, Ben White played. Well, but I don't know if this is something that he's going to try next season. Why he's doing this, but we will see. Don't know. I'm just speculating here right now. But yeah, Ben White at right back, Kivior, Tierney, Saliba obviously is injured. Zinchenko at left back. Kieran Tierney playing as the other centre back. Then you had Rice and Partey as the double pivot. Martinelli, Ethan Remneri in the 10, Sterling on the right, and Moreno up front, IT solution. And listen, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you this now. I did not watch the whole game because I was absolutely busy doing other things. Like, listen, I'm preparing for a family day tomorrow where we're working with the community, people from the community and that. So we're putting on a big old barbecue celebration and all that in our community. So I've been busy doing that. So where I could catch it. So I'm just kind of looking at the highlights, seeing the highlights. But look, it's a dead rubber game. We knew that the league was lost a long time ago, and he's gone out and tried his players. Now Tierney's not going to be with us. This is his last game. It was good to see him score an assist, goals, at the near post, an assist from Ben White. Well taken. You could see the celebration, and it's a pity because Tierney, being at the club for 6 years, I would have loved him to have stayed our only natural left back, our best left back on paper. But he's now going to go on a free to Celtic, and I guarantee you he will be winning titles and trophies there. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's a pity he couldn't stay in the Premier League. Somewhere like maybe Newcastle could have done, well with him. Newcastle, that's maybe his kind of team. I remember he used to live around them sides. I think his family used to live around them sides or whatever. But he's going back to Celtic, and I hope and wish him all the best. Sterling, well, I don't know who's worse out Sterling. Taking him from Chelsea, and it was a big mistake. I know Mikel Arteta came out and said, like, you haven't seen the best of him, or Sterling hasn't seen him. Well, we haven't really. He hasn't really worked out whatsoever. He now goes back to his mother club, and listen, it's going to be a difficult time them trying to get him off the books. A guy that's on 300k a week. He may go back on loan somewhere else. Where that will be, I don't know. Let's get my words out. We'll have to just wait and see. But that's not our concern. He's gone. He's brought in Ethan Remneri, as I said, and started him. And it's a pity because I still didn't like the way, and I don't like the way Arteta has treated this guy. He plays him in the last game, and he does eventually get substitute for Odegaard, who Odegaard eventually is the one that gets the winner from an assist from Trossard. Martinelli had a chance one-on-one with the keeper, ball over the top, and fluffed his lines. Ramsdale makes the save, blocks it, makes the save. You've got to put that away if you're going to stay in the team. But I don't know, because if I'm hearing now that Trossard is looking to a new deal, not necessarily extended deal, but an increase on what his salary is, then it looks like maybe Martinelli might be the one that ends up leaving, and we may get half decent money for him, where we can now invest that in a decent left winger that's more tricky, that's got goals to his name, and maybe Trossard will be the one that will just be the backup to him. Obviously, Trossard is more technical than Martinelli, but doesn't have the pace. But we need a tricky winger. Rodrigo comes to mind, but will we get him? Who knows? There's Leao from AC Milan. Will we get him? Nico Williams? I don't want him. I don't want end product. I'm sorry. I don't want somebody that hasn't got no end product. This guy has not got no end product. I don't want us. And then there's talk about 400,000 a week. Now wait, if he's going to end up going to one of if he's going to end up going to one of the right, that's them calling me. So listen, I'm going to go out and get this. So listen, I'll be about 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, man, I had to get the old Chinese man. So you know it goes. We're not all professional, but it's here. And smooth smells good. It smells good. But let's get back to what I was talking about. So as I said, Martinelli, if we do end up selling him, we go and get a decent winger. And as I said, I don't want to see Nico Williams. You know, he may end up, as I said, going to another Spanish club, which I couldn't really care less. I really couldn't care less. Zinchenko, as I say, started at left back, had a couple of chances from long shots from outside the box to test and Ramsdale. It obviously didn't come off. So as I said, I didn't see the game in its entirety because I was busy planning for an event that we're having tomorrow, and you know what I mean, that was really my focus. And to be perfectly honest, guys, this season, when you look at it, I know hopefully I should be going on Big Gun Down show tomorrow, no, Tuesday. He's having a post mortem of the season, and I'm sure we're gonna get our teeth into that. But another dead rubber game. Arsenal tweet out 20 wins, whilst Liverpool go and lift their 20th title. They are now back on the perch while we ain't even got on the perch yet. Yeah, this is what Sky are saying. They're on their perch and we are not. And it's just been one of those seasons where too many draws, too many draws. We won, there's a number of teams that have won the same amount of games as us. If I look at the table quickly, and I look, obviously Liverpool winning it on 84 points. We're 74 points, 10 points behind them. We've won 20 games. Man City have won more games than us. Yeah, but they had more losses. But the draws have killed us. If we were able to turn at least half of those draws into wins, dropping 21 points from winning positions, let's not blame referees. Let's not blame injuries. Yeah, we had the chance. This is not to do with that because other teams had the same injuries in terms of Brighton, they had more injuries than us. Tottenham had more injuries. Yes, they may have finished 17th and had got slapped today, but look, they're walking away with a trophy, a European trophy, something that Arsenal need to do. Winning mentality. Winning mentality. Arsenal need to pick up a trophy next season. But just going back to it, Chelsea make the top four. They're on 20 games. They've won 20 games. Newcastle have won 20 games. And then you've got Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest, just one game behind us, 19. So we have drawn an awful lot of games, guys. And this is what's really killed us. This is what really killed us. Let's stop blaming referees. Let's stop blaming injuries. Let's stop blaming field tilt. Let's stop blaming XG. Listen, we've won cups. Yeah, we've won our trophies, which is the 5-1 trophies against Real Madrid, the quarterfinal trophies, beating Chelsea, having the best amount of points in a calendar year trophy. You name it, we've won all those trophies. But the real trophy that we really need to win is what really matters is the Premier League trophy, guys. So next season is done. Players will go away and rest and recuperate. Berta really needs to start getting down to some bit serious business. I'm not hearing and liking the news about Sesko that he will probably be the one that will be coming to us. We need to get Gyökeres over the line because Sesko for me is just not the player for me in terms of what I want to see, because it's just another project. 13 goals, 13 goal tally this season. I think 8 assists. And then you look at the Gokeres numbers, absolutely ridiculous, guys. Mo Salah today, 40, was it 40? Was it 47 GA? Something crazy. 29 goals and 18 assists. Crazy. And that's just in the Premier League alone. Look how Slotter's managed that. And this guy's a winger. He's not even a forward, he's a winger. Breaking records. And, they were there celebrating at their stadium, lifting that trophy. How, we have to go back to 2004, nearly 20 plus years. 20 plus years. We cannot keep going on like this. We cannot be let's go again FC. We've got to make it happen next season. If we can get in a manager that can get this team over the floor, because I'm telling you now, the pressure is now on Mikel Arteta. The pressure is absolutely on Mikel Arteta. He needs to deliver next season. Forget now the excuses now. Excuses, galore now stops. The pressure is now on Arteta to deliver. No more excuses now. No more moving the goalposts. Don't want to hear it no more. I ain't got time for that. But we know, we know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. But Berta, you're there. And Berta, you need to now start making a name for yourself. You're not friends with Arteta. This is business now. This is business. Let's go out there next season and make this work. I don't want to be hearing at the end of the season that Arsenal are tweeting out 20 wins whilst Liverpool, the Pool, lift their 20th title. They're going to strengthen next season. It's going to be tough. All the other teams around us are going to strengthen. So we really need to be hitting the ground. Come the 1st of June, I want to hear that we've signed a player or two. That's it. Full stop. Don't want to hear nothing else. And that's it for me. But listen, people, last match reaction of the season. Look forward to the transfer window that's coming up. We're going to be doing a lot of the transfer windows and stuff like that. So get ready for that. We're going to be looking at the players that are going to be coming in and so on and so on and so on. I have to obviously do and look out for that stream. I have to do a guard of honor for my missus. She insists that I have to do this guard of honor. And as a matter of fact, she's standing right now. I can feel her beady eyes on my neck back. She wants a guard of honor. I must clap her down the tunnel. She's won the league. I've got to sit down all summer and hear her just saying, what have you done? What have you done? But people, hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new, and I will see you on the next match reaction in August. We better win that first game. Take care. God bless.